Good Wednesday morning. This is the Great Basin Fire Potential Briefing for this Wednesday, July 8th. And taking a look at our impacts map, breezy and dry weather will be the rule across much of the Great Basin on Friday and Saturday across portions of western Nevada today, and as well as Friday through Sunday across a good portion of eastern Nevada into most of Utah and up into southern areas of Idaho. However, on the northern fringes, we will have higher humidity as we go through the weekend and the possibility of some showers as well. Precipitation has been a minimum over the past 24 hours, just some scattered amounts across our northern areas, barely any lightning at all across the geographic area. Our Great Basin fire activity, new starts in the past 24 hours given by the circles in red, existing fires in the circles of yellow, and of course some of our larger fires indicated by the open circles as well. Those are larger incidents. Precipitation observed the past 7 days, fairly dry across western areas. Quite early in the 7-day period, we had some more significant precipitation across southern portions of Nevada and Utah. And if we look at the past 30 days, what stands out is this very dry area, very little rain across northwestern Nevada over the past month. So taking a look at our ERCs, they've been drying out considerably across northern areas up here in Idaho as well. That's picking up with the fire activity. Still fairly moist across the south, but that will be changing with our upcoming weather pattern. Our live fuel moistures in the sagebrush also have been decreasing rapidly, so anywhere from north central Nevada, where they are well below normal, near record levels, across parts of central Utah, and even down in southern and southeastern Utah, they're starting to dry out quite a bit, and that pattern will continue. Here's our upper level map and satellite imagery. The main theme here is the disappearance of the Four Corners High, which is usually the driver of the monsoon this time of year. And that monsoon is pushed well off to the south and actually being stolen by some hurricane tropical storm activity further to the south. It's these strong areas of low pressure that moved out of Alaska and drop into the Pacific Northwest that keep a good tight flow of westerly winds, which will make things breezy, but keep us fairly dry in most areas, insulated from what is typically the summertime monsoon. So here's our significant fire potential for today. We have significant winds and low humidity forecast for a good portion of Utah, parts of Nevada, and into southeastern Idaho. I can see where our fuels are the driest and where they're still the most moist. And in terms of expected weather conditions today, humidity on the left, you can see single-digit humidity to near 10% across our southern areas, about 10 to 20% in our northern areas. And given here by the orange and purple shades, those are wind gusts this afternoon, anywhere between 30 to as high as 40 miles per hour. And even these dark green shades to orange are still winds and gusts approaching 30 miles an hour. Now for tomorrow's map, we do see that, again, we have low pressure dropping down from the Pacific Northwest with some moisture across the Pacific Northwest, drier air punching into the southern half of the Great Basin. We should see things calm down just a little bit on the fire potential side, especially with the winds. You can see those winds have decreased across our northern areas quite a bit, but starting to pick up from the south across far southern Nevada and Utah. Humidity is still fairly dry in most of our southern and central areas, single digits to near 10%. And then if we look down towards Friday, you see that low pressure deepening as it approaches the Pacific Northwest, but still drier air by these tannish shades across our southern areas. And here's our expected high risk for an increase in wind across western portions of Nevada, something we'll be watching very carefully as we go through the period. And as we go into our expected weather events, humidity still dry across southern areas, starting to pick up, humidity increasing across Idaho, but here are those wind speeds again across northwestern Nevada and picking up across much of Utah, increasing here in Idaho, but there will also be an increase in relative humidity at the surface as well. 3-day precipitation as we go from Wednesday morning through Saturday morning. Dry, except starting to pick up from the Pacific Northwest into portions of northern and central Idaho. So go further down the road in Saturday, that low pressure deepens, brings increasing moisture and some showers probably across most of Idaho, still staying dry across much of Nevada and Utah. And again, the concern will be the winds across much of these southern areas. Taking a look into Sunday, You can see that low centered across southern Idaho. Lots of coolness, showers, and high humidity through there, but a tight gradient with much drier conditions to the south, and it's in those southern areas where we expect a combination of wind and low humidity to pose a critical risk once again. And looking down the road for Monday, one low moves out, another low starts moving on in. And as we go into Tuesday, we have high pressure starting to build in. We start drying out across Idaho. The rest of the area stay dry to the south. And you can see that fuels in many areas have dried considerably, especially southern areas which were previously affected by the monsoon from a few weeks ago. Precipitation over the whole 7-day period, getting a little bit of wet across the mountains of Idaho. Areas to the south, however, will stay dry, and our 8 to 14-day outlook shows a cooler than normal anomaly here. Very unusual. This is a series of upper lows we'll be tracking across our northern states, and that'll keep the monsoon at bay. You can see we stay drier than normal for just about our entire area. That concludes our briefing. Have a great day.